Hello, everyone. I would like to introduce you today to CEO and founder of Spartan Capital Intelligence, Todd Flores. He, among other things, is involved with or known for his experience in intelligence or collection, operations, and analysis. Adding to what I just introduced to our audience with, Todd, would you like to tell them more about yourself and what you think have been your key contributions to the industry at large?
Sure, thank you. So about myself, I come from the military, right? When I was in the military, I was an intelligence officer, right? And that's really where I learned how to aggregate large, vast amounts of information that may not seem as though they clearly can tell a story, but I gained the skills there in the military and the knowledge in how to build basically a mural of all these different data points in order to tell a story and really be able to effectively forecast likely future outcomes. So after the military, when I got out, I pursued an MBA and I fell in love with finance. So how I came to found Spartan Capital Intelligence was, I thought it was a match made in heaven. My passion for finance, my knowledge and skill sets in how to aggregate valuable data points and tell an effective story, I applied my skill sets that I had learned in the military in the realm of finance. So what Spartan Capital Intelligence does is we perform financial forecasts by employing artificial intelligence in order to really predict effectively equity and equity values as well as valuations, right? The unique thing about our system is that we are not bound by jurisdiction, taxonomy, language. The systems run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They never stop. It's an expert system. And by that, it means it's constantly learning and taking the knowledge from domain experts, right? People with expertise in finance, in valuations, in equity forecasts, and translates that into something that an AI engine can literally perform on a continuous basis. So yeah, that was really our first product launch with Spartan Capital Intelligence. Other contributions that Spartan Capital Intel is also making to the community is or the industry is we are building now a system to enable real-time accounting and auditing as well. Mm-hmm. So if you look at in the financial world, a lot of regulators are adopting what's called XBRL. And that's basically a way for financial information from financial reports to be communicated in a way that it is machine readable. Now, this is being adopted all over the world because it enables regulators to ensure compliance by people who have to report to government bodies, and it enables those regulators, rather than having humans spend vast amounts of time ensuring that the balance sheet is correct, right? XBRL enables those regulators to ensure that the accounting regulations and really the foundation of just accounting principles remain true, right? So we're really excited about this second product line that we are in the process of launching right now. And we have several other things in the pipeline as well. But all we'll be releasing future announcements here shortly as far as those developments are concerned. But we are really excited here at Spartan Capital Intelligence for a global launch. We're in the US. We're in the EU. We have intentions on expanding into India, Southeast Asia, Japan, South Korea, as well as Latin America. So we are excited.
I mean, wow, it's a lot. Talk about you guys are doing amazing in terms of definitely talk about the contribution. Being a part of the industry sounds amazing, Todd. That's amazing. Now, talk about what prompted you to attend our recently concluded finance and insurance conference.
Yeah, so one, we were so blessed and happy to be nominated just to for the award, and then to actually win an award. It was really flattering. What prompted us to go to the GCIF, and also we also won an award for Intercon as well.
Technology conference, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were really excited, especially being such a young company. It was such a valuable opportunity to really get out there and interface person to person with other major players within the industry, right?
Right.
Especially with COVID, getting that human interaction was really difficult, right? If I would even say almost non-existent, because all the conferences, all the opportunity to really get some face time with other people in the industry that either maybe have parallel technologies or parallel services to your own, or complementary, maybe the potential customers, the ability to get out there and really just interact with these other players was just a fantastic opportunity, right?
Great.
And the caliber of people that really attended the GCIF was very, very impressive. Very impressive. So
Great. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the words here. And how would you rate or summarize your experience at the in-person conference, especially in the times of COVID, as you just said? And of course, we would love for you to speak in terms of the learning aspect and, of course, the networking opportunities. And if you walk away, some contracts and potential deals as well.
Sure. Well, first off, I got a lot of exposure through some of the keynote speakers to areas of finance and insurance that I haven't really been exposed to, right? So just gaining that, the ability to have that knowledge transfer from other domain experts in the industry, it was really, really interesting, right? Say, for example, insurance, right? I'm not involved in insurance, but it was really interesting in enabling me to really think like, maybe, some of the technologies that we actually are developing here at CI might have applicability in other areas that we hadn't necessarily thought of. So that was really beneficial. Definitely, like I said, the interaction with potential customers. There were a lot of folks there that are in the accounting and auditing space. And it actually, at that time, we were in the early stages of just kind of conducting the initial analysis of what it would take to build an expert system to enable real-time accounting and auditing. And so it was a great opportunity to actually speak with, like I said, those domain experts in accounting and saying, would this be helpful to you? Like what would you look for in an AI-driven tool set that can help accountants make informed decisions and ensure compliance with regards to how they report financial information and even what they report, and really decreasing the amount of time that it takes some of these critical functions within accounting and auditing to be performed manually. How can we drive that by AI and make your job easier, right? So that it was a fantastic,
Exactly.
yeah. And there was a lot of folks there that really actually significantly contributed to the direction that we're now taking with this expert system. Now, as far
Great.
as potential customers, because we receive their input and listen to essentially, the folks that are going to be using our system, we are
Mhm.
still speaking with several of these people. Just continuously, refining in the multiple iterations that it takes to build a tech product. Just in general, you always want to have, you want to be tracking the pulse of your customer, right, and listening and getting that feedback. So we've continuously maintained contact with these folks and said, hey, beta test this for us, tell us what you think, give us what you like, what you
Mhm.
don't like, what's useful, what's not, tell us how to make it better. We will listen, we'll do it. So it's been a really fruitful experience from the conference with regards to just all the connections and knowledge that I get.
Amazing. And were you satisfied with how we as organizers handled the unfortunate postponement of the event at a few times due to COVID? I mean, for the sake of our upcoming events and its attendees, definitely. Do you mind sharing your thoughts during this entire process?
Absolutely, it was. It was very well organized, so please send my congratulations once again to the entire GCIF planning team and Prism Events. Just overall, there were multiple conferences there, which should also be mentioned, really well planned out. We were, it was also really interesting just to be able to go into some of those other keynote sessions, because so much stuff going on there.
Exactly.
It was really well organized. As far as the delays, it was handled very professionally, very well. There was constant communication between the Prism teams, right? As to just the developments of what's being projected, what's not, not yet solidified, but and even though it was moved a few times, it was very well handled, and the communication was very well maintained.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your words here, Todd. And lastly, how likely are you to attend the next edition? And of course, would you recommend our event to your friends and peers from within the industry?
Absolutely. I would absolutely recommend it. And again, especially because, not only was
Mhm.
the level of, the expertise of the professionals that attended just GCIF or Intercon, which were the
Mhm.
two conferences that I attended, but again, the ability to jump over to the healthcare, to the beverage, just see what's going on just from a business professional perspective. It was really, entrepreneurs, we all experience in some way, shape, or form very parallel challenges, right?
Mhm.
So it was really interesting to be able to just speak with some of these other folks, and you're like, hey, look, I'm having this challenge, how would you approach it in your industry? And they're like, oh yeah, I've been there, done that, like, here's what I did, it might work, it might be helpful to you. So I would definitely recommend to my fellow professionals and entrepreneurs these conferences, because I mean, again, well executed, the level of professionalism and the caliber of people that attended will be helpful for you, whether it's in your industry or whether it's just from an entrepreneurship perspective. It's absolutely invaluable.
Amazing. It was amazing, Todd. And thank you so much for gracing our event with your presence. And of course, we look forward to seeing you in our upcoming events.
Absolutely. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Thank you so much for your time today as well.
Okay. Thank you.